Welcome to day 25 of 30 Days of Inspiration. And today let's talk about how to get in positive flow with whatever the current energies may be at any given moment. Now, this is super important because when we don't feel like our life is flowing, it can create a whole shebang of negative thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Anxiety, depression, fear, chaos, confusion. We feel like we're chasing our tail. All of our outward actions and efforts seem like they're hitting walls and nothing's really going the way we want it to. Whew, nice deep breath on that one, right? Yeah. I heard a song yesterday that was posted by somebody that I follow on Instagram, and the song was a 7-year-old singing this, and I think she made it up, and I can't get it out of my head. The song goes like this: life is amazing, then it sucks, then it's amazing once again. Life is amazing, then it sucks, then it's amazing once again. Hopefully you saw my 7-year-old self come out when I was trying to sing that song. And I really loved that experience of watching that video because that's kind of how life goes. Life goes in rhythms of ebbs and flows. Sometimes it's amazing and sometimes it's hard and it's challenging. So what I'm all about is supporting you in having the tools you need to get to a place of peace, gratitude, and love, no matter what the outside circumstances are. Learning these tools of inner growth, spiritual healing, manifestation, as I offer these tools and messages to you, I'm not trying to convey that life is supposed to be amazing all of the time, because I think I know more than anybody how challenging life can be. But what I have discovered through my journey of continuously being committed to my own personal inner work and growth, I've learned that, or I finally reached a place in my own personal growth where I can handle challenging times with ease, grace, confidence, clarity, and super tapped into my inner knowing. This is a game changer, no matter what painful, challenging, chaotic experiences we might be going through. So today I want to talk to you about really settling into whatever your present circumstance or situation might be. And as you settle into it, lean into it, and really ask yourself, how do I feel right now? What's the energy of the current situation? What's the energy of my day? What is my divine guidance for me? What is my soul really wanting in this moment? When you ask yourself those questions, you always receive the answers. So you might feel like your life isn't flowing because it's not exactly flowing in the way that you want it to be flowing. But when you take a moment and really tune in and settle into the present energy and circumstances, there's always a flow to be found within that. In my experience, in working with clients for the past decade, people who come to me usually after they receive whatever messages the angels are saying about their situation, more often than not, they've already been somewhat in tune with that guidance and inner knowing. There's just all this stuff that comes up in the way when it actually comes to taking action upon it. Our mind usually comes up with a million excuses of why we can't take that quiet time today, or why we can't have that conversation with the person that we're having challenges with, or sometimes why it's impossible to be okay with the current situation. Like, obviously we experience challenges, and a lot of times they're painful, but when we open our minds to just be willing to receive blessings from this situation, and when we open our minds to just be willing to take that action that our soul is really wanting to take, that's where the magic happens. Now, it takes a lot of courage to act in accordance with your intuition and whatever it might be asking you to do. A recent one for me was taking some time off work. Now, I'm a giver and I love to give and be of service. And so to actually turn people away for a period of time, this was back in January, it was a really hard decision for me to make. But that time that I took, I spent in fully immersed in self-care and really taking care of my mind, body, heart, and spirit. What that ended up doing in the long run was enabling me to be of bigger service in a much better and impactful way. So even if your intuition is guiding you to do something that seems counterintuitive, or it's asking you to do something that goes against what your mind is telling you you should do, when you really honor that, honor your inner knowing about this situation, and take action accordingly, it always leads to miracles. It's like that's what opens the door for our higher power to come in. So I really want to encourage you today to just soak in the words that I said and make a commitment to yourself to be willing to change your perspective and approach when it comes to the challenges you face. That's today's tip. Be willing to change your perspective and approach to the challenges that you face. The key in this tip is your willingness. Thank you for joining me today. Remember that my new ebook is out, 7 Principles for Overcoming Obstacles. I think you'll like it. You can find the link to download that either in the description or the comments. And I will see you tomorrow.